Let's set things up. There you go. Gonna be able to see the chat this way. Let's get to another little painting session. Gonna be a short one, just like the one I did yesterday. But I'm gonna cut the sound because I got some music going on in the headphones. I don't want to get any copyright infringement, so I put on the headphones, but I can still see the chat if you guys want to chat. So this is where I left it off. Looks pretty good. I hope the camera is alright and the lights, because it's pretty dark here since it's almost midnight in Europe. So what I thought is doing some armor parts, because I showed yesterday how to do the bones, at least how I do the bones. So the idea is to make iron parts, just like I did here. So very rusty looking iron parts, you know, like this shield, for example. It's a bit too shiny. I think I'm gonna go again on it with some, you know, varnish, but not that glossy varnish. And the idea is to give this this effect of rust. So I'm probably gonna do this shield to show you guys. And I've also got two other nice figures with armor, like this one and this one, that are mainly you know, made out of iron. So there's definitely gonna be a work there to be done to make sure to give this rusty but still metallic look. You want to have some kind of shine somewhere, you know. A very rusty piece of equipment can still be shiny, where the parts, you know, tend to get in contact with one another, and they can be used, you know, somewhere. So there's definitely going to be shiny on the surface and on the edges of the different plates, and that's what we're going to try to do. So what should we start with? Well, I could start with the shield. It's going to be pretty easy to see, right? I'm going to start with the shield right there. So as you can see, after I did a base coat of black, I also did a base coat of brown in most places on all the figure, because the base coat of brown was to be useful both for as a base coat for the bone, but also for the shield, since very old rust looks pretty dark, even black sometimes. But yeah, you've got this base, this very dark base for the rust, and we're gonna go basically lighter and lighter. First off, so this is the dark brown I took. Oak brown, you could see, so take some umber, dark umber, you know. I've got this painting from Army Painters, so this one is dark brown. It's the darker brown I have, so that was for the base. And I'm gonna take also some Monster brown. No, that was for the bone, sorry. I'm gonna take a little bit of dry rust, just to give more the effect of the lighter rust, right? That's gonna be more orange looking, because not young, but you know, rust when it appears looks very orangey. Then it gets darker with time. And then I'm gonna use another metallic tone, probably plate mail or Hey, Puce. Or this shiny silver, just for the parts that are a bit, you know, more shiny. And then what I'm gonna use, I think, at the end is a few dab of black. There you go. Just to give the small spots. There are some small spots that are gonna be, you know, small spots of rust that are very dark. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I'm gonna show you how I do the rust effects. Oh, it's just my way of doing things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way, but it's my way. So it's basically gonna be almost only dry brushing. But we're also gonna use like a brush that is kind of used because we want to dab, see? So that's what I'm gonna use. Let's see if I can choose something that's even better. No, this is pretty cool. This is pretty nice. So I'm gonna try to use this. So let's take a little bit of orange and I'm gonna put it there on this paper so it doesn't get wet on the wet pads because I want it pretty dry. Shake the ball properly. There you go. It's gonna be pretty fast actually. So I'm probably gonna use this for all the piece. I'm gonna do several miniatures with this. So I'm gonna keep very little orange. For now, there's way too much of it. Let me move the painting so I want to be able to work properly. There you go. So basically what we're gonna do mainly is add a few dabs of orange. I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but not too much, you know, brushing on the edges. Just to, you know, sting it a little bit with orange. See what I mean? It's gonna be very discreet. You can pass again. Yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit more of it towards the middle. Not too much. There you go. Now on the edges, there's gonna be some shiny color on top, but I definitely want a little bit of rust there. A little bit of light rust. Very discreet. But it's gotta be there though. See? Very light. And this is pretty, it's already done, see? I've been a little more heavy here. But it's okay, because there's gonna be another coat of shiny metal on top. And you can always do a wash afterwards if you want to. There, you've been a bit too generous with the paints. It's alright. So, it's done, you know? You can always come afterwards if you think you've missed some spots, but I try to not to put any orange on the sky. And this is mostly done. I mean, the rest is gonna be straps of leather, so I'm not gonna bother with metal. So this is pretty much done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this also, since I still have some orange. I don't wanna get this painting getting lost, so I'm gonna use it there. So let's go first on the shoulders, the pauldrons. Just dabbing, you know. You still want it to be visible though. Not too much. I chose this, I want this knight to be really, with a really rusty armor. It's a choice of course. See, I'm gonna try to show you up close. The idea, I've been a bit too generous here, is to have some dabs here and there. Sorry, the light isn't great. Yeah, see? Yeah, pretty easy. I'm gonna go over the sword too. See, on the runes. Of course, on the blade. Now, this is really the part that's gonna be very discreet. See here, I'm way too generous. It's alright. I think the horse is Reaper. Hey, Graham, by the way. I think it's Reaper. Most of my miniatures are coming from Reaper. Most of the miniatures here are from Reaper. Except this one. It's Fenrir Miniatures. It's a French group. The others are mainly Reaper. Great models, not too expensive. Even if the skies must have been a little expensive, they're kind of special and made out of metal, so they must have been a bit more expensive. I honestly don't remember. I bought them about 2 years ago, at least. So I forgot. So this is pretty much done, right? Yeah. And there's gonna be some washes afterwards that are gonna sell in the nooks and crannies. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. I used all the orange. I'm gonna clear my brush. Yeah, so the horse rider, as I said, is from Reaper, I think. I mean, check it out, but probably on Reaper miniatures you'll find the same builds. Honestly, I think it's Reaper, if I'm correct. Most of my figures come from Reaper. And yeah, it's got a very nice stance, right? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is add a little more character, a little more metal to this metal aspect. So I'm really hesitating between shining silver and plate metal, which is darker. I think I'm gonna go with this darker. I could also choose this gun metal, which is even darker, but I think I'm gonna go with plate mail, right? Because there's gonna be a wash afterwards that's gonna darken the whole piece. I might even have to. Shit, did I forget a mold line there? Holy shit. Oh, that's okay. I'll go over it. Should be fine. Okay, let's take plate mail now. And now we're really gonna brush. And really, I'm gonna try to use this brush that is pretty fucked up. Because I want to do scratch effects. And hopefully, I'll be able to get that with this. But maybe I have even another brush that is even more broken up. Should try to find. I have some hard brushes, hard edge brushes. Let's see if I've got something even better there. Get this. This is pretty cool. It's pretty hard, right? Gonna try to use this. You know what? We're gonna try. Not sure it's gonna work well. I don't want to fuck it up, but might be good. We're gonna try it. So I definitely want to try this scratch effect. Okay, shake, shake, shake. Definitely one paint that's probably mixed up. Let's see. Yeah, that should be nice. Okay, so let's try. So I'm definitely gonna go light. So I don't want too much paint. Let's see. First we're gonna get the edges. See? Because obviously, even if the shield is super rusty, it's gonna be metallic. There's gonna be some shine on the edges because the edges are gonna be, you know, bouncing off everything. It's gonna be laid on top of some wall at some stage. It's gonna be. These are the parts that are actually in contact with other metal parts, and I'm gonna use, see, the brush just to dab just on the surface that are gonna be able to be on contact and that are gonna be cleaned off the rust when used. So mostly the middle of the shield. Trying not to put too much of it. I have to be more generous. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. So I'm gonna put some orange or something else on top, I think. So I want to be generous, but I don't want to put too much of it. But see, I want to get some dabs there, because that rust really does that, you know? See, it really looks like a very old metal part. It's rusty, you know? But there's some spots where the metal is, you know, cleaned off because of use. So there are some parts that are going to be shiny. But not too much. Just some spots. Okay? Of course, I'm going to do a wash afterwards. But I want to get some scratches too. Let's see if I can do that. I'm not sure about that. This is quite risky. The effect is quite good already. See, I've been a bit generous with the metal at the bottom, so but I'm sure the wash can overcome this. So let's get to the spear. There you go. Look at that, catching the edges, real nice. Just enough to get the edge, you know, to make the spear pop out, but not too much because I still want this very old, rusty look. So I must really be careful not to use too much. This brush is nice, but also very risky because it's very thick. So mustn't do any mistakes. So this is pretty nice, right? All right. It's not half bad, you see. Of course, the wood is going to be different on the spear. I haven't painted it yet. That's pretty good. Now I'm going to enhance this, the edges afterwards too. You know, for now I'm just dabbing to get this nice spotty aspect. The shield is pretty good already, you know. Gonna do the edges on the back and on the sides. There you go. Pretty cool. And then we're gonna try the other one, the one with the armor. It's gonna be way more satisfying to do. I'm getting in the way of the camera. Okay. Okay, I say it's good for now. I'll have to do a wash, even go, you know, back here with some orange or some... See, I've been way too heavy here. Now I mustn't forget also there's the head here. Oh shit, I forgot the orange on the head of the horse. There's actually an armor part there. I'll do that afterwards. I'm gonna do this guy first. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get a little more paint. Let's get a bit risky, shall we? because I want to get some nice dots. That's how metal works. See? Mustn't be regular. Should be spotty. And now I'm gonna dry brush on the edges. Let's do this. Not bad. Looks fucked up and rusty, alright. Now, of course, there's gonna be the wash to unify everything, but see here? We got that metallic look alright. Except it's very rusty. And now for the sword. Let's do this. And obviously the edge. I'm gonna change brush because this one's good, but it's not nearly precise enough. Now, of course, the armor doesn't look epic at all, but it's intended. I want this this sort of dead knight to be looking pretty rusty and pretty battered. That was pretty nice. Still never in need of a wash, though. That is really easy stuff. I mean, I'm sure many painters can do a better job, but the idea is to go fast also, you know? I don't want to spend eternity on an army of skeletons. This is not my main, these are not gonna be the main characters. So I want to do some cool effects, but I don't want to spend years doing them. When I say years, I mean hours, of course. So I'm gonna go pretty fast. Okay. There you go. Problem with the plastic creeper is that they are really flimsy. But then again, they don't break. Now you see the wash will really help to get out the details of the miniature. Because I'm not precise enough now. But what I'm going to do is do a wash. That's going to go in the recesses, a dark wash. And then I will go over with more orange, a little more orange, and mainly more of this shining effect. By the end, it's going to be sitting on top. Not bad for the base. Well, it's alright. Okay. Don't do too much of it, right? This video is short. Let's do the... So, wash now. Strong tone, that's obviously a bit stronger. And I've got, and I think I'm gonna choose this. There's the last one. Where the fuck is it? There's another one, it's a flesh tone. And the flesh tone is a bit reddish, if I'm correct. So I'm gonna try to find this one, because it's a bit reddish, just like rust. So, where the hell is it? Oh my god. Where is it? Seriously, I don't know about you guys, but Minecraft in space is just a nightmare. And I've been cleaning up. So, can't imagine how it would be if I didn't. God damn it. It's the one I need that I don't find. Where the hell is it? Oh, I guess I'm gonna use another one. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Sure, it's... Oh, yeah, okay. It was there, hiding. This one. So this one's a bit more reddish, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely the more reddish. So I should maybe use that. Then again, in the recess, it could be good to have some dark ones. No, I'm actually gonna take the dark one, I think. The strong tone or the dark tone. Let's go with the dark tone first. See where it goes. I'm not gonna take too much of it because I'm just basically gonna test. Because I've lost some details, you know, with the big brush. So I'm gonna try to do something nice. Let's see about that. Let's see. Let's get this to sit in the recesses. Now he's gonna look really gnarly, you know. Old rusty armor that got out of the ground to attack the players. I just want to get some contrast between the pieces. See? He's gonna look nasty. Nasty knight. Going straight out of the ground. Pretty good. Now the good part with when you're doing rusty stuff is that you can't really mess it up, really, you know, because it's basically rusty stuff, so it can be more damage on some spots. But I'm way too generous on the sword. I'm gonna put some highlights back afterwards. Good. There you go. Okay. Not very long, but I'm gonna let it there, and I'm gonna take this. I'm probably gonna mix it, the dark tone, with a little bit of water though. Just to get it even more diluted. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Now what I'm gonna try to do is put this on the top parts, because I want the shadow to be just underneath this this ledge here on the shield, you can see. Because if I just use the gravity, I'll go down. But down, it's supposed to get catch the highlights, so I want actually the shades to be on the top there, see? On this edge. So that's what I'm trying to do. It actually works. If you leave it, it dries super fast normally. See? There you go. I'm just gonna leave it to dry for just a sec. I'm gonna do the spear. No, 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 no. Do. Need a few seconds. And I have to enhance the Let's see. If I try to keep it this way, should be good. Should that work? That should work. Because I really want the shadow to stay up there. Let's see, is the other guy. See what I'm trying to do? It'll work. And the bottom parts of the blade are gonna be darker too. There you go. There you go. So, what you guys doing back there? Crafting, painting, or just watching? We aren't very numerous. I think you guys are two out there. Anyway, this is gonna be a short stream, I think. Just painting a little bit. Hey, Eldors. Well, thanks. I don't know if you've been there yesterday, but I can show you while this dries up. I can show you a few of them I did. So I'm just gonna try to get it to stand there, just like this. Yeah, okay, like this. So I done a few of them. There's actually a bunch of them I painted, and I got also another bunch of them that are nearly finished. So yeah, these are Reaper. These are mostly finished. I still have to varnish them. Bunch of archers, mainly done with the chicken, and I just changed the so you got the quiver is just another. Basically, if there's one thing I should to think about the light. Oh, there we're back. So I said good for Harry's stance. Better before I varnished them because the varnish wasn't great. It was a bit opaque, so I lost some details there. So yeah, there's a bunch of them I did. So see the rust effects. And giving the effect of volume. Working on taverns is good. Subscribers or watchers. Problems about um, iron trusts. You can see the volumes right now. See with this sort of edge. Fucking annoying. Are you guys able to follow properly or not? Because like the stream appears to crash every now and often. But you see, it's got a very nice effect of rust right there. It's rusty, but you get some metal parts sticking out. Really like this effect. And look what I can do is put some small dabs, paint, small, pretty nice, right? Yeah, my internet is shitty right now. I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty fast. So now I'm gonna just enhance the shadows here and there. Sorry. Image that is pretty good though, or is the quality of the feedback in the stream? Yeah. I don't know what you use to base them, but I use some washer. Now these ones aren't based with washer because this one's very stable, and the other ones like the horse man has a very large base. So I didn't use a washer, but I tend to use these kind of washers. Let me show you. Yeah, I can show you underneath. See, so this is metallic, and it's very useful. And what I do to paint them is put them on a magnetic strap like this, and it holds. See, so I'm able to put several of them and paint them in a batch. So I paint a lot of them this way to go faster, you know. So these ones aren't painted yet, but I've done the rust effect already on the helmets, and I need mostly only to do the base and the color of the tunic at the back. So yeah, I use this. It's pretty pretty nice, you know, having magnetic stuff. Of course, I don't know where my tech is, you know, to get these kind of miniatures on a. I have some somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So right now I'm doing without it, which isn't very convenient, but hey, do what I can. So yeah, if you want to do an army of skeletons, I really, if there's one advice is do them batch, you know, don't do one figure after the other. Now I'm doing just one figure here because it's I can do this, but for the minor skeletons and usual skeletons, just do them by batch. Otherwise, it will get crazy. I did most of them. I did about nearly little over 20 of them in a week. So, you know, and then when I say week, it's working week. So, on my free time. So I'm basically just going back on some spots with a precise brush to give more, to put on more shade. More shady stuff. Okay, I think it's time to put on the last highlights. Maybe a little more orange. Let's see about the other shield. So what's up here? Not bad. I mean, we're almost done. And I'm taking my time, you know, stages. Let's go for the highlights, the final highlights, and then we're good. And you know what? I'm gonna use this brush, this precise brush. Okay. Should wait a little bit for this one because the wash isn't dry. I'm gonna take this one. So let's take the paints and let's do this. Okay. So the idea is to have some real shiny parts here and there. But I mustn't overdo it. You can very easily overdo it. I'm probably gonna stop for the center. Maybe just one or two very, very bright dabs. That's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna do the sides. So I'm gonna do the edges. So there's still gonna be some kind of edge, you know. There you go. I want to get some shine though. Might even take some silver afterwards. I'm gonna try to do some scratch effects. Yeah. Let's get a little more active. There you go. No more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. No more. Road, Jack. No more, no more, no. Hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. No more. See if I go too strong on the silver. See, it looks pretty cool. But if I go too strong, I'm gonna lose the orange I've put back then. So I may have to go past with some orange again afterwards. I don't think I'll show you. I'll do off camera, but this looks pretty nice now. It's really dark on the video. It's actually a bit lighter in real life, but so it looks pretty dark, but it looks rusty alright. Now I'm gonna try to enhance just a bit more. I'm sorry guys, I'm not very talkative. Because I'm actually concentrated for that last part. I don't know if you guys can see anything, but I have way too much paint on this brush. I'm gonna hit just the center of the chest breastplate there. Get a bit of shine on the top of it. Just where the light hits, you know. No, that is a one rusty armor. This dude really didn't keep good care of his armor in his tomb or whatever. They got really rusty. Now let's get to the sword. I'm gonna go shiny on this handle and on the runes. I'm gonna go shiny on the runes and on the edges, because you gotta have some kind of edge, right? When you're undead in armor, the edge lord. Yep. The miniature is good, but this one's, you know, it's plastic, so it's not as detailed as the equivalent in metal. There's the same version, but in metal. I guess it must be way more detailed. So that's my lazy excuse for bad painting. It's the miniature. It's not detailed enough. It will look good on the tabletop regardless. We usually get way more carried over miniatures. And sometimes we forget it's... I mean, you can do like crazy miniature thing if you want to, you know, do dioramas or, you know, win prizes and stuff. But usually we get way over our heads to try to get good miniatures. But, you know, it's not really a big deal. They're going to be used mainly for, at least for me, they're going to be used on tabletops. So they got to be functional, looking good, you know, but I'm not looking for perfection though. At least I'm not. Not for these skeletons. But when I'm doing other characters, I can get really crazy. Like, for example, I can show you this one. Ain't finished. See, for example, this one ain't finished. But you can see that I went completely crazy with the shades. And I think it looks pretty good, as far as I'm concerned. See the boots, the work I did on the boots. The lights rim, the rims of light I did on the boots, or on the cloak, for that matter. So yeah. Or the shield, to enhance the curvature. So you can get crazy on, really good looking miniatures that are going to be used by players or really important NPCs. But skeletons in rusty armor? Come on. Give me a break. You can get away with more mistakes or more approximations. Rusty armor doesn't look so. I need a little bit more paint. So there you go. I mean, I'm probably gonna stop the live in just a few secs. It was just, a small live, just to paint a little bit before going to bed, and show you guys how I do rusty metal parts. So there you go. There's this part. Oh shit, I've been a bit too generous down there. Let's do some spots of very light. And I might even use, I might get crazy and I might even use some silver just for just to enhance a bit even more. But what's nice is you're gonna have this battered look on the metal, as if it was battered, and that some places were a bit more, a bit shinier than others because of that. See what I'm going for? Very small drops of paint there, here and there, to give him more shine. I'm not sure you guys see anything, so I'm probably gonna cut this crap out. It's too dark, it's too late. Even with the light, you guys mustn't see very much, I guess. It looks way better in reality than on screen, if that can reassure you. Because on the image, you don't see much, right? I'm gonna cut the live. It's way too dark. The only problem is I live in Europe, so when I get time to craft or to paint and go live, it's often either too soon, too early, or too late for you guys. So it's really hard to get a hangout. Yeah. Soldoros, you can get away with the detailing on that, and detailing lack of there is good. Yeah, I find that PC tend to focus on the better paint figures than what I find that my PCs tend to focus on the better paint features and not so much ones that are more important, so they think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I guess if you've got a very big baddie, you're definitely gonna spend time to paint him, properly. This guy's gonna be pretty epic, though. But, he can be badass in game, but have a very nasty looking armor, though. The one doesn't exclude the other, I guess. I didn't put nearly enough rust on this side of the blade. I'll have to do something about this. You guys don't see shit on this screen, right? Yeah, we're gonna call this done for now. I'll probably do another little wash. Maybe play a little bit with silver and add some more orange here and there. Already looks quite good. Quite ragged, you know. It's definitely got a battered armor that's seen some better days, but details are a bit grainy. Because of the video, you mean, or just the sheer miniature? You're talking about the feed or the actual painting? Because I didn't do the most precise job, but from where I stand, it's pretty alright, but then again, I'm tired, so maybe I'm just doing some awful shit. So yeah, that's probably it's probably partly due to the bad connection, but I think it's also the fact that it's very dark here. I mean, I've got some big lamps here, but you know how it goes when it's dark. Even if you got some good lamps, it still looks bad. What I should do is put some kind of screen to reflect the lights. Let's see just for 1 second if it helps or not. I'm not very sure it helps. It doesn't help. Not that much. Oh well, that's alright. I should really do this during the day, but during the day most of the time I work, so... And I really don't share the same time zone as most of my subscribers. I don't know about you, Eldoros. I don't remember if you ever told me where you come from. Maybe you have and I forgot. In that case, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure. Maybe you're coming from Europe. Are you from Europe or actually from the States or somewhere else? Most of my subscribers come from the United States, but because it's where the largest part of the community is, but Philadelphia. Okay. So it must be a lot sooner. Oh shit, I'm doing crap right now. Well, I'll have to check that with a wash. It must be a lot sooner in Philadelphia. Here it's 1:30 midnight. Honestly, now I'm not being able to see very much what I'm doing either, so I'm probably gonna stop here. Yeah, about 6:30. I'm gonna leave it here, since I don't see much myself, to be quite honest. I like how this shield turned out. Even if the edging should be a bit better, you know, I could add a bit more. Could be a bit more grainy here. It's pretty good, right? I mean, I like it. What could be really nice is to take some black paints and put some... I'm gonna try to do something that I already used when I was drawing comics. Now, if I want to give the impression there are holes on this shield, I can do something pretty fun. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna tell me if it looks good or not. I'm gonna take some dark paints, and this wash is getting a bit thicker, so it's perfect. And I'm gonna go here, and each time I see one small silvery depth. I'm gonna put a black just on top, and hopefully it'll look like a hole. Yeah, that works. That works pretty well. Look at that. I'll try to show you. See what I mean? See that? Each time I had a very strong dot of silver, I'm doing a black dot just on top. And this is going to give the impression there are some small holes. Ain't that pretty? Using the light, man. Now he's received some arrows, apparently. I don't know. Kind of like this. Small details, man. Do you see what I mean? Works, right? I think it works alright. Okay. I'm done. I'll do that when I get some light. I just wanted to paint for a little hour. You know, chill out just a little bit of the day and of the week. So, my man, Alderos 5, you take care. Have an excellent weekend. And I'll see you around. Thanks to you for being here. It wasn't a very lively, very large chat, but you know, quality over quantity, I guess. So, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.